Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 of One Last Game. Today we're going to talk about the upcoming NBA draft. It shocks me a lot that the Mavericks got the number 1 overall pick with a 1.8% chance of getting it. And I think that they're probably going to draft Cooper Flag. And then they're either going to draft Cooper Flag or Dylan Harper. But I got Cooper Flag going number 1, Dylan Harper going to the Spurs at number 2. Cam, who do you think you got going?
It's weird that the Mavs got the number 1 overall pick with only a 1.8% chance when you have teams like the Wizards had a 14% chance and only got the 6th overall pick. But I personally think that Nico might try to get Giannis or do a Giannis trade instead of drafting Cooper Flag.
Yeah, I really think that too. Nico has been wanting Giannis for a while, maybe for the past 5 years. So let's put it that way. He's been wanting him for a while. So I would think it's stupid because of how old Giannis is. He can retire at any moment. He ain't gonna last like LeBron's age. LeBron is in his 40s, somehow hasn't retired yet. But if I was Nico, I would obviously want a more young player who has talent and has like a bright future, like Cooper Flag and Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper and all those people in the draft. But in other words, Cooper Flag and the number 1 pick might actually get traded to the Bucks for Giannis. I ain't gonna try to pronounce his last name.
And they got AD now, and if Kyrie comes back, and they have Klay Thompson, so they could just have a super team.
Yeah, they could have like a super team, like you said, AD, Cooper Flag, Clay, Kyrie. That could be their starting 5. But really, that's it. That's really depends because their team cannot get injured. Anthony Davis gets injured a lot, and
Yeah.
Kyrie, he just got injured this season as well.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It would be very dumb if the Mavs do not just draft Cooper Flag.
yeah, it'd be very dumb if the Mavericks traded away the number 1 overall pick. And if I was Nico in this situation, I'm drafting Cooper, unless they get a very good trade for some very good players. So
Yeah,
that's
well,
like
Giannis would be good, but yeah, like you were saying, he's more than likely gonna retire soon.
yeah, he's not gonna last like LeBron, and because he does have the consistency, dropping points. He's dropping this many points every game, like 30 to 20 points a game, like LeBron. Dropping this consistency. But LeBron also had Luka, so he's also getting those assists up. The only good player that Giannis really has is Damian Lillard, Dame time.
Uh,
And if Cooper Flag ends up going to the Bucks, him and Damian Lillard would be a decent duo, but not as good as how him as Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, Kyrie, Clay, it wouldn't be as good as them in the starting lineup.
yeah, that would be a way smarter decision because that could easily be like a conference champion finals and stuff.
Yeah, but I say we move on from this topic to a different topic. Let's go to the NFL draft. The Browns trade away the second pick.
Yeah, I did not expect that at all.
Yeah, I didn't really expect that out of any of them. But really, Cam Ward to the Titans, that's a really good play right there. Cam Ward might be able to carry their team to a to more wins and a better record than they originally had. But
Yeah,
I really expected Travis Hunter to go to the Browns, not the Jaguars.
I did too. But how do you think he will perform for the Jags?
I think he'll do pretty decent for the Jaguars. If he can, I wonder if he's gonna be able to play both sides of the ball. But yeah, I just didn't expect him to go to the Jaguars like that.
How do you feel about Shador Sanders being the 140 something overall pick?
I understand why he was like sent back that long because he didn't want to do the draft combine. Okay, and that's kind of I'll put the blame on him for that. If you're not going to do the draft combine and not let teams see how good you are, they're probably not going to pick you. And there are so many quarterbacks that were passed up on him, like Jackson Dart, for example. Shador Sanders is way better than Jackson Dart.
I know.
And then there's this guy, his name's like Tyler Shogue or something. Can't pronounce his last name correctly, but he was horrible at the draft combine. Not like I'm any better, but I'm saying he was
Yeah,
not very good.
it's weird to see him fall that far in the draft when he just get his jersey like retired at Colorado or something.
Yeah, him and Travis Hunter got their jersey retired at Colorado. If Travis Hunter didn't go to the Jaguars, Travis Hunter and Shadur Sanders on the same team again, they would
That would
do
have been
very good.
that
Yeah,
would have been really good.
well, that's all we
But
have for this first episode of One Last Game. Tomorrow, we will definitely make another episode.